Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community.
Captain Illyra's tertiary vision flared crimson as the anomaly resolved on her tactical display. Impossible. The bridge of the Tyrellian merchant cruiser Silver Current fell into suffocating silence. Even the harmonic navigation chimes cut out, as if the ship itself sensed danger. On the main screen, slicing through the gravitic storms of the Carthos Narrows, was a vessel that should not exist. Angular hull geometry. Heat signatures beyond safe reactor tolerance. Drive emissions that bent local physics instead of respecting it. A human warship. All engines cold, Illyra ordered instantly. Kill emissions. Silent drift. Her crew obeyed without question. Every child in the spiral arm knew the stories. Humans came from a death world. A planet of crushing gravity, unstable climate, apex predators, and microscopic killers. Yet they had not only survived, they had thrived. They fought the Virex swarm to extinction. They stalemated the core Dominion. They survived first contact wars that should have annihilated a species barely interstellar. And worst of all? When cornered, humans escalated. The human vessel cut cleanly through an asteroid cluster no sane captain would attempt. Microthrusters pulsed in patterns too fast to track. It moved like a predator that understood chaos intimately. "They are hailing us," whispered the comms officer. Illyra's 4 hands tightened on her console. The translation came through automatically. "Unidentified vessel, this is UES Resolute Mercy. Captain Aaron Hale commanding. You appear adrift in unstable space. Do you require assistance?" The bridge froze. Assistance? That wasn't in the stories. "Do not respond," someone murmured. But the human ship adjusted vector slightly. Not aggressive. Just aware. "They know we powered down," her navigator said quietly. "They are scanning us." Thoroughly. Illyra inhaled slowly. Running was impossible. Fighting was suicide. She opened the channel. "This is Captain Illyra of the Tyrellian merchant cruiser Silver Current. We are experiencing minor fluctuations." There was a pause. Then the human captain replied, tone calm. Almost amused. "Captain Illyra, your heat drop was 40% in under 30 seconds. That's not minor fluctuations. That's fear." The words hit harder than a rail slug. Silence filled the bridge. "Relax," he continued. "We're not here to claim salvage. Your coolant manifold is destabilizing. You have approximately 90 minutes before cascade failure breaches your reactor housing." Her blood chilled. "How would you know that?" "Because we've had that exact failure. 3 times. Humans build things tough. Sometimes too tough." A small shuttle detached from the human ship. No weapon ports active. No targeting locks. Just a slow, deliberate approach. "You may deny assistance," Hale said evenly. "But if your core breaches in the Narrows, the debris field will kill someone else later. We fix problems before they spread." That wasn't conquest logic. That was responsibility. Illyra hesitated. "Why?" she asked. "Because once," Hale replied, voice quieter now, "we were alone in the dark. And someone helped us when they didn't have to. We remember that." The shuttle docked. 3 humans stepped aboard. They were smaller than expected. Softer looking than the myths described. No visible natural weapons. No armored carapaces. Yet they moved with terrifying confidence. Not the arrogance of conquerors. The steadiness of survivors. The lead engineer, a woman with silver threaded in her hair, scanned the failing manifold. "Oh yeah," she muttered. "That's gonna go ugly." She glanced up at Illyra. "You're lucky we were nearby." The humans worked quickly. They crawled inside maintenance shafts too narrow for Tyrellians. They rerouted coolant through bypass valves never meant for primary load. They used materials from their own shuttle to reinforce stress fractures. Improvised. Adapted. At one point, a surge rocked the ship. The human engineer didn't flinch. Seen worse, she said casually. Your plasma variance is actually pretty polite. Within 40 minutes, the manifold stabilized. Within 60, the humans had optimized the flow system beyond original specs. Power efficiency increased by 12%. Reactor strain reduced permanently. Illyra stared at the readings. You improved it. The engineer shrugged. Couldn't help myself. Back on the bridge, Captain Hale's voice returned. You good to go, Silver Current? Illyra hesitated again. There will be no invoice. Nope. No claim of territory. Not our style. Her secondary eyes narrowed. Then what do humans gain? A brief pause. Reputation, Hale said finally. The accurate kind. The shuttle detached. Before jumping to FTL, the human warship transmitted one final message. Next time you see one of our ships, don't freeze. We fight hard when we must. But we'd rather fix things. The resolute Mercy vanished into faster than light. The Narrows felt emptier without it. On her bridge, Illyra looked at her crew. All this time, she murmured, we feared them because they survived a nightmare world. Her gaze lingered on the improved reactor diagnostics. But what makes them truly dangerous is that surviving taught them empathy. She straightened. Record this encounter in full. Her navigator blinked. For the archives? For the children. Because the old stories were wrong. Humans weren't terrifying because they escalated. They were terrifying because they remembered what it felt like to be afraid, and chose not to become monsters. And in a galaxy ruled by power? That might be the rarest strength of all. The galaxy feared human warships. But what truly changed everything was that they stopped to help. Subscribe for more Humanity First stories.